Hello everyone, it's Sunday, how you doing, and welcome to the shop. I need to load up more of these leaves. I'll be right back. There's a lot of them. I hope that you're all having a tremendous Sunday. You know what, just like either be a day of relaxation, a day of, a lot of busy stuff, maybe friends and family, chosen family, or natural ones. I'm just excited that you're here. Yeah, and we'll just hang out, have ourselves a little chat. Let me grab some more leaves. All right, let's see here. All righty. So there's a couple here. Oh, there you go. That I've already kind of bent as kind of my little bit of a guide. Because now these are the ones with the names on them. So I got to make sure that they're nice and visible. There's another one sneaking around here somewhere. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? Just like nice little bit of a curve, and their name is stamped vertically down the stem. I love it. All right, let me pull you in here so you can actually read the comments and all that stuff. The live chat. Huh? No. Hey, Jackson, how are we doing? This? Do we like this? It needs to be higher, doesn't it? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just try this. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's try that. Huh? This works for me. Does it work for you? Okay. Now, I got this big old pile of over 100 of them. But here, look here. So I got those all nice and bent up. There's a few hundred over there, about almost 1,000 copper leaves over there. And now, sorry. But yeah, I just got a lot of doing, but yeah, everything's nice and stamped for all these different communities and just really cool organizations that helped retrofit this mission. That's what the whole tree is for. You know what I mean? Good, waiting on the wife to get home. Oh, very good. No tree. What do you know, huh? No tree. It's weird. It feels so big and empty here now. It was once so tight. You know what I mean? Oh, it's amazing. Towards the end of a project, it gets so empty, and then, especially because when you're almost done and you're working real hard, you stop cleaning up as well. So suddenly you realize wow, this place is a mess. So I'm excited to get all this done, get the leaves all in and ready to go, and then do a nice deep clean. It's so good for my mental health. I naturally am messy, and it's hard to work in a messy place. So it's a catch-22 sort of a situation. All right, I want to do like that. But how's everyone doing? How's your Sunday? Tell you what, this is going to be a good one. I just wrapped things up with my tea timers. Great with you at the Patreon through Zoom. Had an awesome conversation. It was a lot of fun. And but tonight is the night where I open up my house and we do for really close friends and family do an Edgar Allan Poe reading night because it's October. Happy October, everybody. And I am so excited for the spooky season. Here for it. I like that. That's lovely. And now these are, the names that people will be looking at. So these have to be extra good. One of the doggos had 9 puppies. Matt, you got a full house. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I do, lighting. I do ambient music. I have fog machines that I get going. It's going to be a good night. Just saying, it's going to be a real good night. Oh, now I got that song stuck in my head. You know which song. Don't give me that look. You know which song I'm talking about. It's plaguing me right now. Oh. I want to sing it real bad. Thankfully, not my dog and my in-laws. Oh, so yeah, like you can do like a little, from the responsibility of it all. Well, I hope they find what kind of dogs. What kind of dogs they got? Just had puppies. Why am I getting the feeling like it's a black lab? I don't know why. I'm just getting the vibe. Getting lab ideas. Come on, Matt. Which kind of dog is it? I'm so curious now. I'm invested. Fully invested. Now, these are interesting. It's really hard not to kink the copper because of the letters. The letters actually strengthen the material, and they'll want to kink, and I can't have that. Yeah, 50-50 lab, maybe a pit mix. I love a good pit mix. I'm a sucker for their big old heads. They're good dogs. Oh, good. Please post a picture in the Discord. I'd love that. Thank you, buddy. Oh, what are you all working on? What are you all up to? Ooh, any clues on what big project you're going to do after the tree is fully done? Oh, I got a hint for you. Sure. Okay. This is gonna be bad. I've been making real bad puns all morning. The whole tea time was rolling their eyes. I was sure enjoying myself. But it's going to be my main project for the time being. Like hair mane. Give you a little hinty hint. That's a bad one. It's so bad. I'm working on a new shop finally. Oh, that's incredible. Finished my homemade forge. Yes, that's excellent. Oh man, you see how hot you can get it? Absolutely. Good for you. Forge on. I love it. That's very exciting. It's a horse sculpture. Yeah, nicely done. Yeah. Dude, how much can you lift? I don't know. I don't often test that. If something needs doing, I kind of do it. But, a lot sometimes. Not true. Ooh, that's sometimes fun. Ooh, yeah, do some bottle openers. Heck yeah. Like, there's something so much fun and liberating about just going into your workstation, your workplace, your office, wherever you do creative things, and then just like enter and let the space talk to you. What am I building? You know what I mean? Lifts our spirits. John, you rascal. That was bad and you know it. That was great. Lifts your spirits. Sometimes they're pretty heavy. Don't judge that when he's trying to figure out why he's dropped weight. All right, how many we got? You see, I got this really cool old sorting box. Oh, steady. This is actually a part of my great uncle's shop. So it was used for like sorting nuts and bolts. But what's really nice is I'm able to count 10, put it in a slot, and then I know exactly. It's almost like a rudimentary abacus for me. I'm able to just know, just by looking at it, when I hit 160. Because there's 8 sides. Just little tricks that help you, with whatever you're doing. Currently working on my small project done with first. Oh, you're doing a little demo? Nice. Oh, doing Mjolnir pendants. Heck yeah. That'll definitely draw a crowd. I love it when people are, donating their time for such a good cause. Because you never know who's going to see it. Like when I'll do an exhibition or something like that. Like field trips. field trips are my favorite because you never know what kid's going to see that. And all of a sudden, the spark will ignite. You never know. You never know what effect you might have on somebody else in a good way. They might suddenly realize like, oh, I could do that. I want to do that. It's pretty cool. It's fun to make each of these very unique. It's very liberating to just let your hands go. Yeah, Jackson. Absolutely. Yeah, and then like this one, like fun little leaf. I want to give it like a little twist. And then I think I figured out which finish I'm gonna use for these. I'm gonna use ammonia. Let me go grab a sample. I went through muriatic acid, vinegars, and things like that, all sorts of different ways. But I really like the way that, just that really lush green that I was able to get from the ammonia. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And what's cool about it is I just give it a spray. When you have well over 1,000 leaves, it's gotta be quick and easy. You can't use ammonia vapor in like a little box for 1,000 leaves. You gotta just be able to line them out and go. We were building a forge. Oh, that's incredible area for my son. That's cool. Catherine, hi. Oh, the photography class I teach in elementary school, spark. Yes. And you could see it happen, like right before your eyes. It's just like there'll be maybe like a quiet kid that's over here, like fiddling with stuff, not super present, and then all of a sudden you see their eyes light up and they're there with you. They're here. And it's such a cool thing to see. So cool. Man. And it's funny too because I hated school. It's weird to now be like passionate about teaching others, It's kind of life did a good old Uno reverse card on me. So I have a good buddy of mine who plays D&D with me. He plays at my table. And I guess that's a thing that kids are doing nowadays. They'll have a Uno reverse card in their pocket. And I guess my buddy, he says like, hey, you need to clean your room or something like that. And he goes, Uno reverse card on him. Where are these kids getting these ideas? That was amazing. I might need to employ that. I should make like a copper one, a gilded Uno reverse card. But I don't know. There's not really many situations where I need it, which I'm very grateful for. All right, how many we got? Exactly 10. So we got ourselves a cluster of 10 beautiful copper leaves. Now off to the next little bin. Yeah, I like to use this thing as like a little counter. It's lovely. Works well. Because then I could just it's great. That one was slippery. You could sell that in a store? Sure, I could. There's so many things. There's so many things that I could just monetize. But I just like the big stuff. I just like making giant things. It's where my heart is. Because you know what I love about making big stuff? Do you want to know? For me, it suspends what people think they know about reality and physics and just the world around them. Because when someone sees something truly shocking or you see them in real time totally suspend their expectations, totally suspend their understandings. It's very similar to what we were just talking about with kids. When you see them get inspired, you see the same thing happen to adults when they're just like, the hell am I looking at? Because we see it in movies, we see it in shows, but to really stop someone in their tracks with something they were not expecting. Like, what a gift. What a good thing to give somebody is a surprise. A good surprise. I think we're always getting bad surprises, right? It's like, oh gosh, we got to take the dog to the vet. Oh gosh, the AC unit went out or something, you know. They're usually not great surprises. But when you give someone a good surprise, see the look in their eye, good stuff. Ooh, what's this? I just started a fire and almost missed it. Oh! Can't go missing it. But also keep a good eye on that fire. You know, we don't want to, hear you on the news or something, you know. All right, there we go. Well, I'm glad you made it. Glad to have you here. And that goes for all of you. Ooh, it takes them back. Catherine, I can always depend on you to nail it. Takes them back to childlike wonder. There's a certain level of splendor that we can very easily lose in life, you know? You just come to expect things. You're never surprised anymore. That is the biggest thing that I want to change. Shock people, you know? It's the best. It's the best. 10 points to whoever knows what that quote's from. Backyard blacksmith burns down. Yeah, backyard blacksmith burns down the house. Exactly. What's the tool that you don't own that's on your wish list? That's a really good question. Well, it's okay. Well, I'll just have to tell you then. All right. So there's a couple of them, but it's not so much on my wish list. It's on my wish to-do list because I like to build my own stuff. You know, like I love to build my own stuff because then I can repair it. I can make improvements. I'm not having to depend on anybody else's engineering. You know what I mean? So one of my biggest things that I need to build a nice roller. I got my fun roller that works great. I built her when I was like 16, probably 17, maybe. And it still works amazing. But it's not perfect. There's still a little bit of it has a canter to it, a little wobble to it. It's eccentric, right? Eccentric wheel style. Anyways, but I really want to do a huge gear reduction, put an electric motor on it, so I can start rolling giant rings. I don't know if you know this about me. I haven't actually had many jobs that is able to really harness my passion for circles. My life revolves around circles. My entire existence revolves around rings and circles, armillaries, gyroscopes. And so much of the work that I cannot wait to build one day deals with a lot of circles. So on my wish to build list is a really crazy roller that I'm able to roll really anything with. From channel to angle iron. Angle iron would be an amazing thing to be able to roll. And keep it nice and true. So I'd have to build the dies for it. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll make it big where I can just buy it. But for now, I'll probably have to build the darn thing. So that's I think my big wish list. Oh yeah, I think circles and I think copper. Oh yeah, copper circle, come on, beautiful. It's just there's something about circles. So I don't bring this up very much. But I have actually a very rare condition, an eye condition. So in my right eye, and it's hard too because I do so much focus with my eyes. So hopefully it doesn't impair me too much in the future. We'll see. Beethoven was able to do it. I'll be fine. But I don't know if it's because I focus so hard or what. Who knows? But I have blisters. This is going to get gross. I hope this isn't gross for you guys. But I have blisters on my retina. No. What's the back of your eye? Right? Retina? The back of your eye where all your rods and cones are. Here, let me draw you a schematic. All right. Here we go. So, here's Max's eyeball, right? So here's like my pupil. Light comes in here. And I got rods and cones on this backside, right? Well, I have, they come and go, but I have big old blisters, like on the back side of my eye. It doesn't hurt, no. But it really distorts my vision. It's the weirdest thing. So I started, and this happened about a couple years ago, I started having these really interesting, like dark, perfect circles that were like, that looked like, oh gosh. They looked so interesting. Here, let me show you what they looked like. So like, here's like my field of view, right? Well, I would see so I'd see stuff like this. I still do right now. And it distorts my vision a lot. But like, okay, so like this would all be filled in, this would be dark, and then this would be dark, and they would interchange. So every day I would have a new thing I was looking at, and it's the weirdest thing. So I have these like interlocking circles, these concentric circles that almost like look like moon phases. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, it looks like my logo, exactly. So in the future, I've been actually journaling. I have pages and pages of what I see of these weird circles that are interacting and constantly kind of impairing my vision. But I don't know, I kind of just see it as an adventure, you know? But I've already been thinking about massive art installations, like kinetic sculptures that would be way up high, catching the wind and moving the way that I'm seeing them move every day. So I'm really looking forward to trying to capture that for you, that experience that I'm having of these weird rings and circles in my eye. Thus your love for circles. And I loved circles before. It's just the weirdest thing. I don't know. Life is weird. But yeah. What? How dare you? Don't do that. You did not need to donate to... Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go pick you something. What am I going to go pick you? Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to go get you. Look at these lovely leaves. I love them. I'm going to go get you something, and I'll be right back. I'm coming back. Look at this. In honor of October 1st, look at some beautiful leaves are changing. Where am I going to stick this? We'll put yeah. There, that's for you. Thank you so much. You do not need to go and do that. Pecan beer. Ooh. Ooh, here we go. Would you ever use a water jet table, or would you take a... That's a great question. So the question is, like, would I use a plasma table, a water jet table, or would it, strip the piece of work of like a soul? Because there's so much, when you make something by hand, you kind of imbue it with a bit of a soul. At least that's how I feel. And yes, but no. Like, for instance, I was starting to cut all these leaves out with some snips, and I got quite a few in. And then there was a moment, it's like, I don't think, I could certainly do it, but I don't think this is going to be fair to the client because it's going to go out of budget. I have to follow very strict budgets. And there was just that moment of realization. It was like, I can't make this work, by hand. And we're only talking just the cutout, just the shape of it. I'm shaping them and bringing them to life with my hands. So I finally broke down, and I actually had my good buddy, he has an awesome plasma table, and I had him cut these out. This was very hard for me because, as you know, I'm kind of a purist. I'm really really into being able to do everything just with my two hands. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow. But I did it. So the answer is yes. I do, even though it's difficult for me, I do rely sometimes on a machine to cut out parts. But here's the rule. As long as it's simply the shape, the soul of the piece is not just the shape of it. It's getting the shape and then working with it. Does that make any sense? I hope I didn't just ramble for the last 5 minutes. If you had to learn a skill, it counts as crafting. Oh, definitely had to learn a skill for sure. Well, and also one thing that really helps me is like, I know I can cut everything by hand. I know that I had the skill set to do everything truly original. And once you got that, I guess you can do whatever you want, right? It's just you don't want to like rely on technology that you could otherwise just use your hands with. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Who am I? But yeah, it is hard for me to rely on any form of tech. But you never know. Like, might start getting into 3D printing. You never know what the future might hold. What I really want to do is get into 3D printing to print minis for my D&D campaign. I mean, yes. Bolt. Both of these are tech. 100% agree. Hunter, absolutely. It's hard. There's like big philosophical questions when it comes to that. We're getting there though. We're getting there. Biggest thing is not to kink them. 3D printing does look fun. Absolutely. This is fun. I couldn't ask for a more beautiful day. Tonight is gonna be a blast. I still have a few things to do out in the pumpkin patch to get it ready, but we're so close. So exciting. Ooh. There is a woodworking channel I watch, but I hate the mass production that they moved to. Yeah. And that's another thing is like there's been so many times where I could very easily develop a widget, something that I use here in the shop that I could patent and mass produce, make a huge living off of. But I couldn't sit with my soul. I got to be able to create something new. I love the interaction I have with you guys. It's just so different. It would be so different. Because for me, success is that love of this like peace, and I get a lot of peace from this. God, it's just so nice. Speaking of peace, goodness, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. I mean, like, you can't complain about the view. Here, look. Just sitting here, looking out. It's just marvelous. It's probably 65, 70 degrees out. Lovely. Just lovely. Cotton candy clouds, totally. You nailed it once. Yeah, the world turned silent. Timmy, exactly. I see all the fun things. Great. You guys are always so profound and wise. It's a beautiful day, enjoying your, a stream from a brewery. Oh, I mean, how about that? Cheers. It's hot here. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully it'll cool down for you soon, partner. Hopefully it'll cool down soon. So you're at a brewery right now. That's great. Keep losing my thing. Actually, I might take this up. I blew my thumb out yesterday, and I don't want to get a bunch of copper oxide in there. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something. But I tell you what, the best Band-Aid ever is just your good old athletics tape. Do a little bit of that. Boop. You know, it's versatile. It's customizable, you know? It's great. It's great stuff. Look at there. Boom. And now we got like some mummy aesthetic going on. Yeah. Perfect. Nailed it. Oh, see, now we're golden. I don't know why I was messing with that to begin with. Band-Aid. But yeah. Ooh, and for those blacksmiths out there, having some athletics tape when you start getting a blister, do a wrap, you know, save your skin. You know, pro tip. It's funny, whenever I'm like in the design office for like a month or something like that, designing something real big, real complex, my calluses, the toughness of my skin will lessen because I'm not using them like I usually am. And I got to be careful to get blisters again. It's kind of funny how that works. You know, how your body adapts so rapidly to your surroundings. Very interesting. I'm so curious about this brewery that you're at. What's the beer that is really jumping out to you? All right, let's count. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we have another bay. I'll just build the callus. For sure, it's just such a pain when you lose like an 1/8 inch of flesh, you know, then you got to start over. I don't know, man. I don't know if it was just our intuition or you're all just my lucky charm, but we had exactly 10. Oh, Shine, my buddy used to make a bunch of that. Dangerous. I'm constantly using athletics tape. Oh, yeah. And they just don't hold up to the shop use. No, they got to really wrap around the thing. You know what I mean? You know, they can't like have an end. I'm always find it interesting because, you know, with these names, you know, stamped into these guys, it's like how interesting do I make the leaf shape to also then make the name less and less legible, you know? It's a gentle balance. Plus, you know, leaves as they grow, as seen here, are relatively straight until they dry. When they dry up, they get all over the place. They curl. They do all sorts of very dramatic shapes. And they're just so beautiful. I mean, look at that one. Look at this guy. Look at it. Look at it. Look how dramatic that shape is, right? And if I created that in copper, people would be like, oh, that one's kind of messed up. It'd be hard to read a name in there too. So it's like, how far do I go? You know? How far do you go? It's always a dilemma. I always have that trouble with design. I never want to stop. Or building things, it's never good enough. I always want to keep adding. Make an extra that says YouTube and crunch it up. What? Oh! I know I have a couple. I have a couple extras, and I was thinking about doing a giveaway. I think they'd make really lovely little bookmarks, maybe like these little guys. Maybe, I don't know, but also ornaments would be really cool. Polish them up good, you know. I think that would be really good. Lovely. We're slowly but surely working through them, guys. What else? Oh. Yeah, the little additional details. Yes. Where do you stop, though? You know, that's a hard one. Oh, look who it is. Copper Dog. What you doing, buddy? You want to come say hi? He's still got a little bit of hair loss. He's looking a little haggard. But it's okay. His skin's a little irritated. That's okay, though. Come here, buddy. Come here, you old dog. Here he is. Here you little guy. You want to go down there? Okay. Here's Mr. Copper Dog. He's a good boy. He's a good dog. Been putting like ointments on him, giving him baths and stuff. No, he's got a skin allergy, and he'll bounce back. Funny little dog. He's a good boy, though. What's out there? Man, gorgeous. Ornaments would be pretty cool, right? Oh yeah, copper. Copper is a piece of cake. Maybe he's allergic to copper. Oh, how terrible would that be, Mr. Dog? You allergic to copper, buddy? That's too funny. What is it? A good boy. He's a real good boy. It's funny. I always rescue dogs, and man, one popped up that needed a home. That was like a long-haired dachshund mix. I don't know. Copper almost had another roommate. It's hard to say no. I got 4 right, or no, sorry, 3 right now. Sometimes I have 4 when we're kind of like the dog sitting destination. So whenever someone needs their dogs boarded, they all come to my place. So it gets crowded. You got a bunch of rescue kittens? Cute. Very cute. I don't know where my kitten is. She's usually in the house or hunting. We'll see. All right, we're scooting right along. We'll be done in no time. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for joining us on our beautiful, beautiful Sunday. We are working on trap and neuter release. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, kittens. They can really. There was an old Star Trek episode. It was like Nerflers, or what were those things? The little furry. You guys know what I'm talking about. The OG show. And there's these little puffballs, and they kept multiplying. Kids will do the same thing. Well, they go crazy. When you started welding, did you learn stick first? Actually, I learned MIG first. Whenever someone wants me to teach them how to weld, I always start with stick, because it's just such a great visual representation of what's actually taking place. You're using electricity to heat and carve a tribbles. Marcus, thank you. The tribbles. I think he's right? Yeah, Marcus. Thanks, man. So, oh yeah, to use electricity to heat and gouge out steel, and then to be using an electrode to put material in. It's a great example. And you're able to kind of hold it and push it in and understand that you're sacrificing metal to add. And you have your shielding gases that you can see very well with stick. Whenever I'm teaching someone how to weld, I always start with stick because it's harder. So the learning curve is steeper, but once you learn how to MIG weld, you're like, boom, got it. Honestly, I think everyone should know how to weld. It's such a useful thing to have in your toolbox. And for some reason, there's a lot of like mystique around it. Yeah, the tribbles. There shouldn't be any mystique around it. It's just like using a hot glue gun. There's an art form to it, but there's art form to everything. With your many skills, oh gosh, are you able to sing? Me sing? No. With this voice, are you kidding me? No. It would probably sound like Tom Waits or something. I mean, I can certainly try in the shower, but never in front of somebody else. No way. No. I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm nervous just thinking about it. Ooh, learning on your own has got to be tough. Learning on your own on anything makes it 10 times more difficult. Any recommendations on a starting stick welder? Or what you look into. So, I mean, brand helps a lot to know that it's going to be a good machine. Lincoln and Miller are way up there, but they're kind of expensive. When it comes to a stick welder, they're pretty simple. They're pretty darn simple. When you're starting to get into MIG or especially TIG, that's when you want something kind of on the nice end. But when you're talking about just a little buzz box, yeah. You can get away with a lot of the kind of other name brands. But I think the biggest thing that my recommendation is that it's utilizing 220 power, the big plug, and not doing, I'm out of acetylene. No, that's the worst. That is a trouble that so many of us can relate to. When you open up the red cylinder or black cylinder and, hey, James. So when it comes to a buzz box, you're only talking 2 leads. It's pretty simple, but you need the juice. So you want it to be like 220 power supply, the big plug, not the little 110 like you can just plug into a wall. This is something you want to have but most houses in their washrooms, sometimes nearby a garage, you can make an extension cord that'll go from your dryer. I did that for years into a little garage. And you could use that power supply. You just need the power. Had a dual purse that did MIG and that's great. Absolutely. I guess that's my own recommendation. It could be really any brand, but just make sure that it's 220. Apparently, I wouldn't use anything that. You can get eighth on 110. Yeah. And honestly, 110 can work great for little installations. I've used 110 on site, doing some on-site welding, because you can never count on them having 220, where you can access it. Yeah. You can get away with it, but welding stick with thinner metals like 1/8 inch down, tricky. Very tricky because you can burn through like no one's business. Where meanwhile MIG, you have a lot more lenience. You can pulse, you can do a lot of things. Yeah, Timmy, another great. Yeah, make sure you have a nice thick cord, extension cord, if that's what you're using. You want plenty of copper in there. Good words of advice. Great words of advice. All right. Yeah, just some welding. Yeah, like everyone should have like a little bit of welding in their background, just so that like metal isn't off limits. You know what I mean? Like nothing should ever be off limits for you. I do the toughest welding, oxyacetylene. Oh yeah, oxyacetylene welding is an art form. You know, watching that pool, getting it to merge and pool up. I do a little bit in here still, but not terribly often. What do you recommend for shop power? I don't think I understand the question. Are you talking like 3-phase, all that stuff? I'm not an electrician. I just know enough to be dangerous. How's the tool restoration going? Great. So we got the Traveler all done. I'm about to actually film the. I knew I wanted to get the tree installation done, but I'm about to rebuild the. Oh gosh, not a brake. It's the shear. That shear tool, that bench shear. I'm gonna rebuild that, and then of course this Peter Wright right down there. Super excited to do some fill heat treatment. I'm gonna take you all along the journey with me. Need more power? Yeah, honestly, just having breakers that are enough amperage. I think that's the biggest thing. But like I said, I'm no electrician. You know, I'm not great with all that stuff. It's magic, right? It's pixies in the wires. You know, it's just witchcraft. You will share it on tea time. That sounds great. New book, love it. Are you self-taught? Primarily, yes. Yeah, blacksmithing for sure. But I struggle against the term self-taught because I feel like we've always unlimited power. Yes. We are all surrounded by mentors. Could be that one substitute shop teacher that came in for literally one day. Taught you something you'll never forget. I just don't think that anyone's truly self-taught because, you know, unless you grew up on a deserted island, we've had people in our life as minor or as grand, you know, that have taught us things. Either just taught how you carry yourself, how do you work, you know, how do you have the self-discipline to endure through a project. All these little lessons that are really important, you know, and just wanted to leave you with that little nugget. Mentors are essential. Yeah, and sometimes you don't even realize that they are a mentor. Most of the time, not. Oh, I'm glad you made it on today. I am actually going to roll out. I'm going to continue working. I'll let you guys get back to your day. But thanks for hanging out with me and having a nice little Sunday chat. We do it every week. All right, everybody. Don't forget to love each other. I love you all. Do something kind for someone today, all right? Just a little food for thought. Anyways, happy October. We're finally here in spooky season. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.